Aight. Yes, I am starting like 3 minutes early just to get my sound and all that shit checked. Probably shouldn't have said shit because of the 7-second rule. Oh well. Just waiting for it to pop up on my feed here. There we go. Awesome. I have to have my phone on so I can read the chat because I can't. The computer sometimes like it has it, sometimes it doesn't. Right now it's saying I have to log back in again, even though now I see somebody. Selena, what's up? Mary B, hello. How's it going? Jackie, how's it going? I might do it a little different today. Like always, I have my notebook, but maybe I'll do some automatic drawings simultaneously. We will see. I have a canvas here. I got these new acrylic paint markers. So we'll see how this goes. Zalia, welcome. Tracy, hello. So today, this is kind of like a continuation of the last one, because the last one my internet decided to shit out. But my husbando reset the router, so hopefully, that'll solve the problem. Welcome Lady J and Flexina. Now I'm hot. I was freezing right before I got on, and now I'm hot. Hello, Catalina. So I'm just waiting one more minute until more people come in. Oh, we just jumped to 17. Hell yeah. Depending on the amount of people that come in, I might just do what I did last time and just go through the line here and get as many, questions answered as possible. So, Selena, once it hits 7, I'll answer your question. I just wanted everyone to get in here. Hello, Stephanie. Hello. Hello, Lori Ford. Wow. Oh, there we go. Now 7. Woohoo. Okay. So Selena has asked, quick question. Is it possible for a person who in this life or in life had dementia, when they pass, is it possible that they will still be confused and unable to move on? If they are earthbound, it's possible. But if they cross over, no. But I suspect that this person is going to cross over if they're alive. Or wait, Selena, are they alive still or are they passed? Thank you, Catalina, for reminding me. Yes, everyone, hit the like button, share if you can. Selena, if they have passed, I feel like I'll just wait for you to answer the question. No, 2020. Okay, pass. Yeah, they're in the light. The person you're speaking of, they're in the light. Now, if you're in an area where they frequent a lot or were in a lot, you might get some, whatchamacallits, residual energetic imprints. So if you're having suspicion that they might still be around because you're experiencing things, I suspect that it's the imprints of the person. Hopefully, that's where you're going to go with that. Alright, guys, you can start asking your questions and I'll just answer as many as I can. My goal is to get this going maybe 2 hours of live time, unless, unless I feel yucky and I have to stop, but we're just going to roll with it. Alright, Mary B, have spirits been trying to communicate with me last few months? Alright, the fact that you're asking me this question tells me you suspect it, right? Are you seeing those number patterns? Are you having specific dreams of people? I feel like when you have loved ones and things that have passed, they will always try to connect with their loved ones just to prove that they're okay and to show support. So, Selena, nothing like that. I was just concerned. Oh, okay. Hi, Megan. Thank you for coming. Numbers and dreams. Yep. Okay. So yes, Mary, the answer to your question is yes. Let's see. Nefties. Hey, love, do I have spiritual gifts? Let's see. Interesting enough, I'm feeling a strange pain on my nose, like the bridge of my nose. Could just be sinuses and things. Nefty. I feel like you might be able to feel other people's pains or like emotions. A lot of people kind of push the whole empath thing to the side, thinking like, oh, that's kind of like, I don't know. They don't see it as a spiritual gift, but that is a spiritual gift. Let's see. I feel like Nefty might be empathic. And might be able to feel sensations on their body. Okay, let's see. Darlene, I would love to find out if the one haunting my home is a loved one or residual. Is there a way to find out? Okay, here's the thing. Loved ones typically do not haunt, period. Now, you can have things that resemble loved ones as like a way to trick you, but typically loved ones, unless the person was really effed up, typically don't haunt loved ones. So if you had a decent relationship, and this is an example, like let's say with your mother and then they pass, they're not going to haunt your space. Now, they might be able to show you signs and things that they're around so you can have, so you don't feel super overwhelmed or anxious wondering if they're okay or not. But typically, loved ones do not haunt their loved ones unless, they were nasty and had a vendetta and, yeah. Or things were going on with themselves. Like, just like severe apathy, not empathy, apathy and mental illness and things. Let's see. Megan, I'm at work, but tuning in as much as I can, going through a hard time grieving from my dad's death. Yeah, that cannot be easy, Megan. Alright, let's see. My ear is doing a thing. What is going on? Whew. Alright, Tracy. Are my parents around me? Let's see. Are my parents around me? I'm feeling a maternal presence. Her hair, I can't tell. It's like that. It's almost like my natural color, like that dirty blonde, but grayish, brownish, curly, but like curls that they put in their hair. It's giving me that vibe. Somebody that's giving maternal energy, Tracy, is around you. This person looks like they like to get dressed up and didn't like to wear or dress down. They like to present themselves nicely all the time. I don't know if that rings any bells. So I don't know if this is a parent or just someone who passed or anything like that. If you hear noises in the background, it's ghost being extra. I'm gonna keep going down the line here. Lady J, I'm going through some really hard stuff right now. Can Spirit tell you if it might get easier with me and my fiance, or should I just move on? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Alright, and then Tracy, not ringing a bell, could be my grandma. Okay. So let me finish with Tracy. I know the chat is delayed a bit versus the video, so I'm sorry if I jump around a bit. Alright, so let me see, Tracy. Yeah, this person looks like she's in their 70s, early 70s. She likes, it looks like she's wearing like gaudy jewelry though. Or stage jewelry or whatever, I don't know. Some people say stage jewelry or gaudy jewelry. It's giving that vibe for Tracy. Let's see. Okay, so I was talking about Lady J. My grandma for sure. Okay, cool, Tracy. Thank you for validating. She's around. I see her around. But just because I don't pick up certain people doesn't mean they're not there. It's just sometimes certain energies are stronger than another. So, yeah. So I would say, Tracy, I'm not going to say that they're not there, but I am picking up the grandma energy stronger. So let me jump back to Lady J here. Okay. That one's a toughie. I don't typically do relationship stuff because it involves two people. I suspect that the fact that you're contemplating moving on tells me you know the answer. It's just that you are very hesitant. And I feel like it might be because you're afraid to throw how many ever years or how much time down the drain, but you can't look at it like that. If that person isn't doing what they need to be doing and it's causing you problems, I highly doubt you're going to want to get in a marriage that's more final with that person. Hello, Perry. Alright. Let me see. Who or what has been in my home recently? And that's from Stephanie. Who and what is in my home? I need to get my pen. Alright, Chastity gave me a homework assignment, and that is to try using my other clair abilities over my clairvoyance, and it's gonna be hard because I always rely on the clairvoyance. Ooh, okay. She says draw circles or scribbles. What is in your home? And who is this for again? Let me double check. Stephanie. Okay. Do. Sorry, it's gonna take me a little bit because it's like not flowing right. Because I'm like doing things differently than I normally do, but this is for practice reasons. So I can get faster and better for you guys. So bear with me. Yeah, Chas, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it the way you want me to. Just gotta do it the way it comes. Alright. Oh. Wait. Stephanie, do you have a lot of hot flashes? Is that you? Am I feeling the hot flashes from you? Okay. Oh. That's crazy. Because you know what's really strange? Right before the live, I was feeling so cold that I couldn't get warm. And I had to wear my coat and my robe and all these layers. But now, obviously, I'm not wearing it. But then I lit my candle and it went away. But now I'm feeling hot flashes. I'm seeing something with bug eyes. Like, it's giving thought form energy. It's giving thought form vibes. Stephanie, do you cleanse your space at all? Ooh, just drew on myself. Down my liquid IV too. Because this thing seems like it's come from residual energies and things. Nefty, I hope it's okay to ask other questions. Yeah, that's fine. What did I ask? Shit. Oh, I asked if you cleanse your space, like your home and whatnot. Make me sway. In me water. That song's in my head. Whose head is that song in right now? Since one of you. It's in one of you. Stephanie, yes I have. Okay. Good. What is your routine right now? Because I feel like it would be a good idea to set up a routine. Whether you do it once a month or if you do it like bi-weekly. And what are you using to cleanse your space? Bring me water. Let's see, what else? Welcome, Hippo Heart. It's been a while. I should get a ghost cam, Flexina. Get a little GoPro and strap it to him. Let's see, Megan. How can I help my dad's dog with her grieving? Oh, yeah, that's a toughie. It's hard, especially when dogs bond to a specific person. I feel like it's gonna be hard. It's different for animals than it is for people. Maybe even getting your dad's dog like another dog friend. That I'll have to come back to. I'm just waiting for Stephanie to answer back. Meditate, occasionally sage. All right. Stephanie, bump up your cleansing with don't just use sage. So when you use sage, you have to use Palo Santo with it, because if you just use sage, all you're doing is putting a void in the energy where anything can fill it back up. So when you use sage, you have to use something with a positive vibration with it. Palo Santo, I usually just say Palo Santo with it because I know for a fact that those two work together. But, you know, there's other herbs and things with positive vibrations that could work with it. But make sure you're using Palo Santo. Set up a routine, Stephanie. Make sure you're doing it like... For you, I feel like the sweet spot might be 3 weeks. Do it every 3 weeks. Let's see. Okay, so I meditate, pray. Yeah, those are good. So let me scroll back up. Now back to Megan. So yeah, I feel like if you get that dog a friend, that could be one way. I don't know how old or the health of your dog is, but I feel like if you run it around outside, play with it, dogs have really short attention spans. The trainer told me that because I had to train Ghost because when we first got him, he was a nipper, okay? He was not nice. And when we trained him, it's like you have to be careful on how quick you reward them. But if you wait a certain amount of time, it's like they'll forget and they'll get distracted. And I think we have to apply that. Callie's 13, so I don't know how much they gonna be running around. But doing things with that dog, like if it can go outside and play or just play in general, it could just be lazy. I mean, each dog is different. Cuddling with it, though I'm sure it's very selective. Make me sway, give me water. Let's see, next question here. Lori Ford, the light in my kitchen flickers a lot, but not every time it is on. I feel like it might be a loved one, but I wonder if it's some kind of message. Sometimes it flickers like Morse code. Well, maybe learn Morse code to see, but see, the light in my kitchen flickers a lot, but I know it's because the light bulb's probably going to go bad. When it comes to light flickering, yeah, spirits can do that, but I feel like they're going to try to get your attention in another way. In your specific circumstance, Lori, I feel like there are other ways that your loved ones are going to try to connect with you. I feel like too, dreams is a very popular one, especially like if you're someone that either doesn't have psychic abilities, or they don't understand them. It's easier for loved ones to communicate through dreams. Let's see. And numbers. Making you look at a certain time to get the numbers. Alright, so I am seeing somebody, a female. It looks, yeah, it's a female. A lot of I think for you might have the ability to feel energies. And I feel like you'll feel it, but you might question it or be like, nah, that can't be it. Because I see a female, like, walking around you and just, like, I don't know, like, patting your back or your arm or rubbing your back or arm just to let you know that they're there. So if you feel any of those sensations and you're like, what the heck is that? That's a loved one. Katie, it's been a long time. Ah. All right, who was next? So we just did Lori. Next question was Selena. Oh yeah, one more. The person with dementia was my mom by chance. Is she kind of mad with me? I had her cremated and placed her with her parents. I didn't know what else to do. No, she's not mad at you. No. She understands that, you know, you weren't sure what to do. And she's happy that, you know, you put her with her parents instead of just sticking her somewhere random. So with the knowledge that you had, you made the best choice, and so she is not mad at you. So don't carry that with you, okay? All right. So Neffy's again. All right. I hope it's okay to ask another question. Of course it is. But I know someone is draining my energy. Can you figure out who that is? All right. Nefties. I feel like you might have a boundary issue. Are you the type of person who tries to help anybody? Just anybody, everybody, and then some people try to take advantage of that? Because I feel like you might have some energy vampires in the mix here. Let me see. I feel like it's living people, expecting too much, harassing you for things. You gotta keep them separated. Why did that song just pop in my head? Is there somebody in your life that you get into fights with a lot? Because that song just popped into my head. You gotta keep them separated. It's giving me a headache too, and I feel like they're part of the issue. Or it's somebody that just wants too much. Okay, there is. It's them. In terms of attachments, let me see. I do see an energetic one, but again, I always say this in all my videos, most people have some sort of energetic attachment, and that's just coming from traumas and things that you gotta heal. This is giving me bug. This looks like a bug. This looks like a... I'll draw it. It looks like a beetle, man. I know, my drawing ain't too good. And it's got like... And it's got the little antennas. And then it's like stuck to you. I know, this is a really shitty drawing. Don't mind me. It looks like that, and it's on your back. So if you're feeling any heaviness on your back, that is partially what it is. And it's giving me a headache too. Hold on. Guys, when you have, and like I said, the whole energetic attachment thing, the best way to get rid of those is by raising your vibration. So what can you do? Work on healing your traumas, stressors, trying to make yourself better. So working on your health, mental and physical, other things you can do. But typically, you know, these kinds of attachments are deeply rooted into those traumas and things. And that's why it's always important to work on those. But other things you can do to raise your vibration, make sure you ground yourself regularly. You can start doing positive things that you normally wouldn't do for other people. However, for you, Nefty, you have a boundaries issue. I feel like don't mindlessly accept to do stuff for other people, especially if you're not up to it. So, like, giving compliments too is, you know, giving back, raising the vibration of yourself and another person. That's something you can do. And, you know, Nefty, don't freak out. It's fine. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I've had some fucked up experiences in traumas, and I have my own energetic attachment that I've been working through with chastity, right, to help heal. But until I can heal those specific wounds, it's, you know, not going to go much of anywhere. But I will say this too. I'm also going to a Reiki healer, and he helps me, you know, go through those traumas. And it's a thing that takes a lot of time, and there's no shame in it, okay? A lot of people freak out. Oh no, I have an energetic attachment. So does like 80 to 90% of the world's population. And just, you know, working through your issues and your traumas and all that will eventually, it will pop off. There is no shame in that. There's no need to freak out. And yeah, I may be where I am right now and have, you know, some psychic abilities, but that does not make me exempt from attachments and things. And right now, that's one that I am working on, and I'll be upfront. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm untouchable. No, bullshit. No one's untouchable. So, I'm just like you guys. Alright, let's go to the next question. So I gotta scroll through here. Do. Let's see. CH, you finally get to one of your lives. Yay! Alright. Flexina, if you have time, I hear music sometimes in the evening, often someone singing while playing guitar. Tonight I heard drums and sound like multiple people singing. Flexina, that is an energetic imprint. Unless you have loud neighbors, but I'm pretty sure that's an energetic imprint there. Alright. Let's see. Stephanie, I don't have a routine, but recently blessed the home with holy water. That's good, that's good. Routines are very important when it comes to cleansing your space and keeping your space, you know, nice. And even if you're not having paranormal activity, it's a good idea to have a routine of cleansing. If you're somebody that does not have paranormal issues, it's still good because you don't want that residual energy buildup to create any thought forms and things like that. So if you're someone without any paranormal issues, maybe do it once every month or every 3 months. And it's always good to clean up clutter and stuff to help get rid of some of that pesky, stubborn, negative energy that likes to linger. And if you are having paranormal issues, that's when you would want to you can use Sage and Palo Santo depending on the haunting. If it's like your typical thought form, chillin', vibin', yeah, that should be fine. Now, if you have a stubborn earthy, aka earthbound spirit, or anything really stubborn, you can use frankincense and copal. And just so you know, I am working on my own incense that have all those necessary ingredients. I actually got some molds to make them, because I will make them available to sell once I get everything, all the supplies. But I pretty much have my recipe together. But instead of making like sticks and things, I'll probably make like cute little shapes and things. They'll be like cones, but instead of needing a charcoal disc, you can just burn them. Alright, back to y'all. Ogre girl, I thought I missed it. Had to lay down and restart myself. Was about to faint in pain for who knows why. Oh no! Alright, scrolling. Wicked Witchy, my friend Reese, has been dealing with an attachment for over 6 months now. What is it, and what else can we do? Alright, I need his permission to look into it. Okay? Since he's not a public figure, I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna look into your business. It's different with public figures versus those who are not. So, Wicked Witchy, I need their permission. Katie, I'm just going through the line, so you can just ask whatever question you want. I'm not doing the dice today, because the goal is to practice doing my mediumship faster, so I can help more people in a certain amount of time, if that makes sense. Alright, CH. Is it possible to have a knowing or sense of who is there, knowing they are past? Lately, I feel a twinge in my right side when someone is there. I feel like it might be my cat visiting. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, everyone's skills and abilities may come across differently, okay? I know people write books about this stuff and how certain abilities are supposed to come across. However, many people don't take into consideration how, like, your astrology and how certain signs work with other signs in specific houses. And so you may be somebody that is clairsentient, which is like feeling in your body, but if you're also clairvoyant, for example, you could be able to do like psychometry, and when I say psychometry, I mean like holding an item and then seeing where the item's been. You can do psychometry in other ways too. You don't even need to just have those specific two, but each ability works differently for each person, and depending on the other abilities that you have, the way they work together is also different. So yes, it's important to learn from other mediums and do your research, but don't ever set a specific expectation on how something is supposed to be, because that's where a lot of people get tripped up and they think, oh, well, I'm supposed to experience it this way, and that blocks them from experiencing it from how they're supposed to experience it. So the knowing, that is claircognizance, and yeah, I mean, for me, it comes in like my own thoughts, but that's me. CH, it could come in like you're saying, like, but if you're feeling it in your body, you're probably clairsentient. And it's possible that you have both of them. So here's a good example. Having claircognizance and then clairsentience together. Maybe that's how you perceive those energies. You know that they're there, but then you're also feeling it on the one side of your body. So yes. Linda Punky, I feel like I have attachments. I was wondering if you could see if I'm right. All right, let's see, Linda. Let me see. Linda, do you have any, like, pain or tension in your stomach area? Hi, Veronique. I know I'm, like, behind on the messages, but I'm trying to go in as fast as I can. Linda, are you having any, like, stomach pressure, pains? I'm feeling something in my stomach. Ooh, that hot flash, though. Whew. I'm like going crazy. I'm like flying through these. Now I gotta go back up. Alright. So, guys, just make sure you're in. Yes, liver. Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what side the liver is. I need a diagram of a human body. That would probably help me during these readings, too. Okay. Because it feels like the attachment uses your weak point, which is that area, to embed itself. And it's also where you hold a lot of your stress. A lot of people hold their stress in their abdomen area. Let me see. I feel like your solar plexus and your sacral chakra might have blocks there, but that could be part of the... So I would say you do have an attachment. Again, it's another energetic one because it has to do with where you hold your stress and stuff. It's because it's like maybe you're not expressing your emotions enough, or you're holding or bottling them in, especially like if you've been raised a certain way. And especially the older generation, I notice, tends to do this. But when you bottle things up and you don't let them out, it can be trapped inside your body, and it creates a thought form. I mean, usually that happens over time, but for you, I feel like that's what's going on here. And it's another energetic one. I mean, you can apply with what I said to the other person, what you can do. I also feel like you're lacking certain nutrients that you need. And guys, I'm not a doctor, so always take what I say with a grain of salt, and always, check with a doctor with any of the recommendations I say. But, Linda, if you're not on magnesium and omega-3s, check with your doctor, see if that's something you should be doing, because I feel like that's important. And the whole apple cider vinegar thing with the mother, and then if you combine it with, so you would take 11 ounces of water, and then you would get 1 tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar with the mother, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, chia seeds have omega-3s in it. And then you do half a teaspoon of cinnamon and drink that as the first thing in the morning. That will clean out your liver. Ogre girl, liver's also attached to the emotion and anger. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to move on to the next person. Alright, so we did that one. Okay. Selena, thank gosh, I'm happy to know she's not unhappy with me. Thank you and hugs. You're welcome. Tasha, my dad always told me before he passed, if there's anything on the other side, he'd come back to me, but I haven't seen anything and it's been 12 years. Tasha, that's because usually when somebody dies, there's like this period of healing time that they must go through. And I feel like for him, there was a longer period of time that he needed to heal. However, he is sending you signs. It's just your expectation of how these signs are supposed to come across is what's getting in your way. So, let me see. Let me see what he's doing. Do you have any pets, Tasha? Linda, thank you. You're welcome. Tasha, do you have any pets? Yep, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And share. Alright, let me go through and go back to where I was. So we were on Tasha. Where did your comment go? Now there's so many comments. No, you don't have any pets. Interesting. Because, strange enough, I'm seeing like... And I know you said you don't have any pets, but I'm seeing like an animal look into the corner and then like just daze. I don't know if that's a reference to anything here. Hi, Grandma Sherry. Linda Punky, you were pretty much on, just to let you know. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know why I'm seeing like a little dog, even though you don't have one. You said no pets. I'm seeing like a little dog though, and I'm seeing like it almost looks like a poodle or Bichon, not Bichon, not even a poodle. It's like I'm bad with dog breeds, but it looks like it's got like that curly hair, but it was shaved. You had a cat and a dog that passed right after he passed. Was it a little dog? Because I'm seeing a little dog. And it was like a white-ish cream color. It wasn't a perfectly white color, but it had like it was like a whitish, grayish, beigeish. Could just be symbol for a dog. I wonder if I can draw it. I lost my pencil. God damn, I don't want to use a pen. A Malteser. I was thinking a Maltese. But, like, they shaved it to help the knots and things. That's what I'm seeing. Let's see. Yeah, it was a little dog. Light brown and white. Okay, cool. I am seeing that. So you said that. So before it was a Chihuahua mix. Okay. Yeah, looks like a little dog. But anyway, before they passed, did they happen to just like blankly stare at the wall or corner or anything? Because if so, it was looking at him. Like, that's what it's giving. It's like before they passed away, they would just stare or look at the wall or the corner. Maybe you didn't notice it, maybe you did notice it, and you'd be like, what are you looking at? Or maybe you just dismissed it as the dog being weird. But I saw it, like, looking at the corner and there being nothing there. Yes? Okay. Yep, that was your dad, and it saw it. So, that's one sign. The other thing is, I'm seeing numbers. I don't know if there's any particular set of numbers that you've been seeing recently, but I'm seeing number patterns. I don't know if it's like 222 or 444. It's one of those two. I want to say it's 222. Let me see. I'm getting head pain. What is going on? Too many readings at a time. We even buried the dog at his feet in the graveyard at night. Oh, he's happy you did that. Like, they were best friends. They love that. Make me 444. Okay, I knew it was either 222 or 444. Okay, yep, that is a sign that he's around. I see both all the time. Okay, yeah. So 444 is giving me, like, he's saying, I'm there when you need me, like, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. But yeah, just talking to them either out loud or in your head. Like, he's there, he's listening. 222 is more of a, to me, that's saying, like, loved ones are nearby. And 444 is more of, like, protection and, you know, Perry Kim Possible. I'm so glad you got that reference. But yeah, they're there, and he's using those numbers to tell you that. Alright, I'm going to the next. I gotta scroll back up here. Let me see. Alright, so Ogre Girl 23. I have a huge question. Is there a fifth horseman? So, when it comes to the horsemen embody certain, like, aspects. You got famine and all that stuff, right? I'm not too familiar with the mythology and stuff of the horsemen, but I do know that they're pretty much the embodiment of disasters. And so one could say technically there is, but I don't see actual horsemen existing. I feel like it's more of a manifestation of collective thought. If that answers that question, I hope it does. Mary B. Are you able to tell me if my grandparents are upset with me over my recent life choices? Is that why I'm having signs sent? So it's not that they're upset. They're trying to get you on the right path. Mary, are they past? I'm guessing they're past if you're thinking they're sending you signs. I'm going to say it's more to do with they're trying to get you on the right path to make sure, you know, you live your life the best way possible. Yes? Okay. Yeah. I thought so. So, yeah, they're trying to get you on a good path that's best for you. But they're not mad. When people cross over, all the anger and any hatred they had, gone. They don't have that. Alright, let's go to the next person. Oh, so many messages. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Hey. Hey, Jen. Hey. Why am I so drawn to fire, Megan? I love all elements, but especially fire. I feel like for you specifically, I suspect that it has to do with you having that sense of, I mean, you are pretty, like, set and controlled in your life, But I feel like it has to do with doing what is expected of you and not having your full freedom, where fire is kind of like that embodiment of chaos and doing what you want to do and freedom. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from that. And I feel like that could be why it's like certain aspects of that element are things that you want to embody in your current life. Katie, my mom died 3 years ago. Didn't want a life without her. Lost 80 pounds pining for her, but no dreams of her. How is she around me, and any info on her, please? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of healing here, Katie, that you've got to work on and do, which I'm sure you already know. Let me see. Now, I can't take full credit for this of just knowing, because I've done readings for you in the past, but the leopard print stuff always pops to mind. Let me see. Do you have any okay, I know you don't have specific dreams of her, but I feel like there's certain symbols in your dreams that have to do with her. Let me go back down. She loved animal prints. Yeah. So if you have any dreams with like certain animals, like cheetah prints or leopard prints or like cheetahs or leopards or anything like that, for her, I feel like she's gonna come to you more symbolically than like outright, if that makes sense. Let me see what else. I feel like she's there though, because I see her sitting on your bed, especially during like those rough times. And she's just sitting there next to you, like giving you her energy, trying to make you feel more positive. Let me scroll back up. All right. Let me see what else. If you have animals, again, Katie, I don't know if you've told me this or not, but do you have any animals? And guys, this can be applied to anyone, really. But if you have animals and they start staring at the wall for no reason, there's nothing there, chances are there's something there. You do? Alright. If you have animals staring at the wall, again, I know I've said this for somebody else, but this applies for anybody. That's another sign, especially if it's more towards the bed. I feel like for you, Katie, if you have animals looking at your bed, but they're not reacting in a negative way, that's her. I wish I could pin things. I watch my cat's eyes a lot. Yes. Yeah. Your cat will know. Just follow her, her gaze. But if you see her eyeing up the bed or, like, the wall, it's a good chance that it could be her. Again, that's if there's no negative response, though. So if they're, like, hissing, yeah, probably not good. But I feel like in your case, guys, this is specifically for her, because just because your animal sees something that's not there doesn't mean it's a loved one. But I'm saying in Katie's specific situation, it is that. And I feel like if you just start talking to her in your head, she'll hear you. But pay attention more to your dreams. If you don't have a dream journal, I would get one. Because I feel like she is communicating to you in your dreams, but you're just not remembering it all the time. Thank you so much, Miss You. Catches chills and looks around. Alright, next one. Tina Sellens. Hello. I have been having a lot of loss around me lately. Do you see me getting a new apartment soon? Thank you and blessings to everyone everywhere. So when it comes to future things, you know, it's very like, it's always based on decision, so it's really hard to base future events unless it's something that isn't controlled by like another person, if that makes sense. So a lot of mediums will be able to easily pick up catastrophic events, world events, nature events, things like that, because they're kind of almost set in stone in a way. But for people, it's harder. So it depends on the amount of energy you put into it, is what I'll say for that. Let me see. Tina. I do see you getting another apartment, but again, time is so like, time is chaotic because it's happening everywhere, everywhere all at once. Past, present, and future. So I can see you having the apartment. It's just when it comes to time frame, I'm not the best at. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Lori Ford, thank you. I'm very sensitive and I feel lots of energies in. Also, crows and deer visit me. Crows are my dad, which is so obvious. The deer is not as frequent. Oh, that's nice. Perry, can't wait for your incense. Yes, I'm excited. I got gummy bear molds. So I'm going to like make gummy bear looking incense. They're going to be cute. Let's see. Lori, recently my ears are ringing very loudly. Any suggestions for making it go away or less loud? So always rule out any medical issues. Make sure you don't have tinnitus, of course. But if you don't have tinnitus and you're getting the ringing in your ears, typically that means that you have a spirit trying to communicate. You can try meditating and see where it goes. You can try automatic writing, or you just got to set your boundaries. If you hear the ringing and you don't want to talk to anybody or anything, just be like, nope, I'm sorry, but I don't want to communicate. Like, we're not doing this. And just set your intentions straight and just be honest. And yeah, I mean, I'm so ADHD that things happen all the time. And because I'm so hyper fixated on so many things simultaneously, it's so easy for me to just tune everything out. But so I think for you, Lori, if you don't want to communicate, set those boundaries. Let's see. Flexina, I'm just a bit... How did I pick that up? I don't think I have heard stuff like that before. Have my meditations done something? Wait, what am I missing here? See, because I'm going through so many of the chat, I don't know what I've said already. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Flexina. Meditations typically, they can open you up. Or meditation is also good at, like, what's the best word? Organizing certain things to where energy flows more fluidly. I'm sorry, like my bad explanation, but it's like when you do your meditations, it's like you kind of organize certain energies and thoughts, and it makes it easier for energies to go whoop, and make it easier to communicate and open yourself up. Wicked Witchy, you have her permission. She is here. Oh, for her attachment. Let me see. I need my liquid IV. Wow, it's just an hour. I can't believe I've gone through so many. My mouth can't keep up with my brain. Let me see. Wicked Witchy. I feel like it's giving male energy. It's giving male energy. I'm wondering if it's a male earthy. And strangely, my back is hurting. And usually when I have certain sensations on my back, depending on how it feels, usually that's an indication of an attachment. It's giving male. That person was drawn to her. There was something that it liked about her that it attached, but also had to do with, at that time, she was going through something not so pleasant, and that was like the opening that entity, or technically earthy, needed to become attached, and it likes her. Chastity, you made it. Whee! Chastity, no blindfold. Though it's not coming. Some of it's coming. It's coming clairvoyantly at the same time as claircognizantly. It's coming both at the same time, if that makes sense. Anyway, Wicked Witchy. It's giving me like male earthy attachment, because the time of attachment she went through something like not cool, nasty, and it took advantage of that. Does this person have like any nightmares or fucked up dreams or anything of the sorts like that? Sleep paralysis? Let's see. I'm hoping it just pops up on my screen and I don't have to scroll, because then I'll lose track. Although, so we're waiting for Wicked Witchy to respond here. Alright, I'm gonna scroll back up. The dab emote, that's funny. Let me go back up here. Wow. There's so many comments. I don't think, you guys, I've ever had more than like 20 people on one of my lives. So having 43 is fucking amazeballs to me. It's banana cakes. She also had it physically hurt her. Oh no. Yeah, it's male. Alright, sir. It's giving me a headache too. Strangely. Let's see. Ooh, dizziness. Does she get dizzy? Does she get headaches and dizziness? It's psychically attacking her. I can feel it. Like, makes her all discombobulated. Ooh, okay. Alright, so, yeah, she does. Okay, it's that. So, Luminary, I wish I could hang around more, but dinner time. That's all good. She also ADHD. Yeah. People with abilities tend to have ADHD. It's because we have to in order to do the stuff that we do. Okay. So, I always say the trauma thing, and I don't want to have to keep repeating it, but healing traumas and things is important. I'm trying to see the point, what was going on during that point of the attachment, because she needs to heal that specific thing probably first. So you said 6 months ago? What happened that was traumatic 6 months ago? There was something not cool that happened 6 months or so ago. It could have even been within a year. It doesn't have to be. 6 months could have been when you noticed it, but within a year, I would say, what she went to help her because it was attacking him. Dad, yeah. She went to help her dad because it was attacking him. Bed lifting. Oh. That's not good. I can see what it looks like. It's so hard to describe. It's definitely presenting male. So wait. I was wondering if it was sexual. Did she have any assaults? Because when you have bad attachments like that, there is a pattern of SA. Not always, but usually we've noticed a pattern of SA. If she had any SA situations, it's from that. Especially if it's acting in that way. So, yes, long ago. Okay, it's possible that she only noticed it 6 months ago because she's starting to be more open. But I'm seeing that as like the trigger point. She needs to work on that trauma. She really does. So let me see. So working on that trauma obviously is like step 1. And also asking for assistance from benevolent beings. So if you're someone who believes in Jesus, archangels, those are like perfect avenues. Portal in backyard of Dad's house. Interesting. Did anybody in that family partake in any kind of like negative witchcrafty things? She is converting to Catholic. Okay. Sometimes establishing a faith is very helpful because it gives you something to believe in, and it kind of increases your confidence in the benevolence of certain beings like Jesus and archangels and things. Okay, unknown, we wanted to know where it came from. Okay. So, if nobody in the family did anything, like, black magic wise, I do see black magic, but I don't know who is the person or who did it. But, if you're on an area, specifically an area known for having a lot of Native Americans, when they go into war, or when they went into war, they do their rituals and things that help them win, and they'll conjure things to help them win any kind of wars or any fighting, and that could be where it came from. Yes, it is helping. Had several exorcisms. We think it is the land, tribal land. Okay, yeah, tribal land. Yep. A lot of times that is the where it comes from. So exorcisms. So she needs to, if she had several and it's not quite, resolving, I would say it's rooted in the trauma and she needs to work on that. I highly recommend any kind of therapy or counseling based on any traumas, okay? Because she needs to heal. She really needs to heal. Let me see. Ongoing, yes. Okay, good. Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. And I think she needs more confidence in herself, and she needs to forgive herself. So if the whole forgiving thing is an issue, yeah, I mean, that could be why it's lingering. Seen from within, spiritually healing, give that energy less to feed off of. Exactly. So she is converting in faith and seeing such a change. Just, she is tired. Yeah. These things take time. When you have attachments this severe, yeah, it's normal for it to take time. Yes, it's tiring. It's the entity trying to wear them down to get them to give up. But the thing is, you cannot give up. Just keep pushing. I do see her getting through this and getting rid of that attachment. But like I said, she needs to continue therapy. She needs to get probably Reiki done as well and cleanse her chakras and her energy systems within her body. Exorcisms, yeah, that could be helpful. She needs to cleanse. Is she cleansing her body too and cleansing her space? I mean, I know like the exorcism would help cleanse the body too, and so would Reiki, but like I feel like setting up a also another routine. It's a routine thing too. Making sure that she has a routine of grounding, cleansing, putting up boundaries. Every morning she needs to wake up and set those boundaries and set up her protections of her body. Cleansing her space probably weekly. When you live near portals and things, it can be a bitch, because if you don't close the portal, the paranormal activity just will keep coming. And so I think it would be important to work on cleansing closing the portal. Wise Porter, we tried so many things. Salt baths and good. Keep doing salt baths. It's like attacks from all directions. Okay, see ya, Chas. Sushi. Oh, that sounds really good. Let me see. Prayers 3 times a day. Also plays chanting music. I was gonna say the Gregorian music is helpful. Let me see. We gotta somehow close the. Sometimes, depending on the portal, depending on the energy grid systems and how worn down they are, will depend on how they can be closed. But typically, that's where you would need the help from benevolent beings. It's not something that many people can do by themselves. I'm not one that can do it by myself. I need the help of benevolent beings to close portals, especially in my house, because I get portals in my house all the time because of the work I do. So if you know exactly where the portal is, I doubt you know exactly where it is, but sometimes you can figure it out with the whatever those meter things are that can figure out the temperature of an area or space. You could probably figure that out. Hold on. My mouth can't keep up with my brain again. Hold on. Let's see. It's going to take a lot of effort to close that portal. And sometimes there are portals that can't be closed because of how big they are. And also because of the energy that was put into it. I think this portal can be made smaller, but in terms of closing it, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% with portals yet. I'm still learning about them. Sometimes it's just best to move. EMF detectors. Thank you, Tiffany. Alright, so let me go back. Burns frankincense. Burn copal with the frankincense as well. Let me see. Gregorian monks chanting. Man, I missed that CD. Yeah, the Gregorian monks. Just listening to that is helpful. I think she's on the right path, honestly. Like I said, it's just going to take time and not giving up. So I do see her, you know, succeeding. She can't give up. Portal was salted, but it is out. It's just closed, so more are blocked in. Yeah, salt circles are a little because you can trap things in as well as keeping things out. I'm not too familiar with portals, to be honest. I usually just ask my guides for help and they help me do it. You could get some of that copal and frankincense and burn it in that space even if it's outside, and ask for benevolent help and do it that way. That's how I tend to do my house when I have portals, and I'll just be like, hey, like, because I'll be able to I know where it is in my house because there's usually a pattern, but I'll also see it. But I'll usually do my whatever incense I'm using, and then I'll be like, hey, I want to close this, and then I visualize it closing, and they help me close it. You can try that. All right. So, let's see. Angelina ATF, are you a natural redhead? My daughter and I are both wondering if how affects psychics. So, this is a result of doing a bleach bath on my dark hair. So, I'm not a natural redhead. It would be nice, though. But, nope. Alright, Ogre Girl, Black Salt. Heard that stops all contact through good or bad. Alright, so I'm going to fly back up here. Let me see. Gotta get back in order. Alright, here we go. Let me see. Kim Hope. Hello, Emily. I was wondering if my health is going to get any better, please. Alright, Kim Hope. Let me see. Thank you very much. We will keep up what we're doing. You're welcome. So, Kim Hope, health. I think there's some changes you need to make in your day-to-day, like, diet and stuff. Kim, do you get a lot of headaches? I can't tell if it's me that has the headache or if it's you. I'm getting a headache in the back of my head. It's like right at the almost kind of where my kind of like at the top of my neck, but the base of my head. Could also be from my candle going, but there's like a pressure point here in the back of my head. If you're still here. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna scroll back up. I might have to jump around and not just keep going in order because I keep losing my spot here. Let's see. Yeah, see, I already lost the spot, so I don't even know where I was. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Let's see. No hope. Okay, could just be me breathing in the freaking candle here. Okay. Because it's like the base of my head, like the back of my head, and now it's going like behind my ears. And it's hurting here. It's like my jaw. And it's like nerves. So that's odd. Okay, so let's see. me see here. Oh, thank you, Grandma Sherry. Boop. Hold on, let me see. Health. Are you having any kind of brain fog, Kim? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Shell, the advice on sealing portals was helpful for me too. Thanks, Emily. You're welcome. I gotta pee now all of a sudden. Yes, okay. That could be where the head thing is coming. Christina, my jaw and my neck have been hurting for the past 30 minutes. Interesting. Again, I should take a break. Guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. I have to pee. So give me like a minute here. I'll be right back. I can't hold it like normal people because I have a bladder condition. So I'll be right back. BRB, y'all. I'm back. You know, I realized I didn't even put Mickey on today. Oh well. Okay, so my guides are saying that there's something you're lacking supplement-wise. Supplement-wise. Now, this can apply to everybody, okay? But always, again, check with the doctor, because I'm not a doctor. But things that I learned this past week were a lot of medications that we take, whether it's like antidepressants or painkillers. A lot of those medications take the magnesium out of your body, so many people are low in magnesium, which can create brain fog, inflammation in your body, stuff like that. And so it's important to make sure that you are taking enough magnesium, omega-3s, your vitamin D3. Many people are vitamin D3 deficient. And then B6 and B12. And that could also help you with your fatigue. Like I said, that applies to pretty much anyone. But also, if you're taking your vitamins, make sure you take them some of them during the day, especially your vitamin D3, because vitamin D is absorbed from the sun, right? Well, if you take your vitamin D at nighttime, it kind of fucks up your circadian rhythm and it tricks your body into thinking it's daytime because that's when we absorb the vitamin D, right? So that's why if you're taking any kind of supplements at nighttime, and this is specifically more supplements like your vitamins and things, switch them during the day and see if it actually helps you with your sleep. Because it could trick your brain into thinking, oh, well, I'm getting the vitamin D3 at nighttime, but, you know, and it could make it feel like you should be awake because that's when you get the vitamin D naturally. So that's just a little advice there for anybody with sleeping issues and stuff like that. And brain fog. Kim, I'm not sleeping at all on a night. I've tried meditation and they haven't worked and tried different teas to help me, and I suffer with a lot of back pain. Hey, that's exactly what I'm going through. So, like I said, make sure the magnesium and the omega-3 combined will help with the inflammation in your body. And I actually started doing that myself. I am now taking supplements for those two things. And I swapped my vitamins to the daytime instead of at night, because I usually take all my meds at nighttime. But I want to see how it works too with doing it, like the supplement parts, in the daytime. And I feel like it's making a slight difference, but I have fibromyalgia, so chronic fatigue is one of the symptoms. So it's harder for me. Ouch! I just cracked my ankle. Ow. But Kim, are you diagnosed with fibromyalgia by any chance? I have a lot of back pain, and it's part of the inflammation. Also, eliminating foods in your diet that cause inflammation. So you want to get rid of the gluten. I started going back on the gluten-free diet. I fucking hate it because I love bread. I love sandwiches. And the gluten-free bread, honestly, not gonna lie, tastes like fucking sandpaper. So it's like people with dairy. People are obsessed with their cheese, okay? I was too. They have dairy-free cheese that actually kind of tastes similar, so it's not that bad with that. But, Kim, maybe take out the gluten out of your diet. Take out dairy from your diet. People should not be drinking cow's milk, first of all. I don't care what, doctors tell you. It's fucking bullshit, okay? But take out dairy from your diet. You'll be so much better for it. You'll feel better overall. Let's see. What other things? High fructose corn shit. I like to call it shit. Syrup, you know what I mean. Get that out of your diet, please. Things high in salt. All right? Pre-packaged or pre-made foods, you got to watch the salt content on those things. I feel like it's just, for you, Kim, it's just playing around with different diets and things and making sure you're getting your supplements. But I think it's manageable. It's just finding that, sweet spot, honestly. Oh, we got a lot of fibro people in here. Fibro unite. It's not something, I wish upon anybody. It sucks. But, yeah, Kim, I think my sister Angelina has what you have, but doctor won't listen to me. The thing is with fibromyalgia is that it is technically not a disease, it's a syndrome, and it is a collection of different symptoms, so that's why it's really hard to diagnose. And, it's like you have to rule out everything. Literally, you have to rule out everything to even get to that point. And even so, I feel like fibromyalgia is kind of like a bullshit diagnosis in of itself, because it's a collection of symptoms, and there's something causing the symptoms. That's why, I'm going to another doctor. So, those with fibromyalgia, sometimes it's best to seek another opinion. And the medications that they put you on don't do fucking shit, okay? I am one of those people. I've been through medication after medication after medication. It doesn't fucking work. I've had, oh my god, I can't think of what it's called. Oh my god. Pain management. I went to that. It worked maybe the first time, and then I got allergic to the freaking steroid they give. It doesn't work. And I think instead of just giving bullshit diagnoses to people, maybe solve the issue, and not just give people medication would be more helpful. But some of the medications that they put you on for that cause other issues, like gabapentin, for example. Don't even get me started on gabapentin. That thing is so harmful, it's not even funny. So, Kim, I believe for you, it's just a matter of, so you said, I was thinking of buying CBD oil to help with my back. So, there are certain CBD things that you can try that do help people. I have the cream, and it kind of comes off like an icy hot, and it does work sometimes. The other thing is they have this thing, and I have one of these, and I forget what it's called, but it's like a massager, but it's like an electrode thing. You stick the sticky things on your wherever it hurts, and then you use the oh my god, the control thing, and it sends electro pulses into that spot, and it helps so much. So when I have really bad flare-ups, I just stick that on there, and I will just lay in bed either with a heating pad or ice pack, and I'll just let that thing go for hours, and it helps so much. So you could try that. TENS machine. Yes, NT. Thank you. But I think it's just a matter... Doctors are becoming less and less helpful, and it's a shame. And there are some good ones out there. You know, don't get me wrong. But I feel like a lot of them don't understand basic, like how certain minerals and things, when you have a lack of them, contribute to certain illnesses. So many women with fibro and autoimmune in here. Yeah. But hey, the doctors will just say, oh, it's all in your head, right? Because I've had that. Alright, let me see here. I'm not going to scroll all the way back up just because I don't even know where I was. But, let me see here. The next question. I think there's a spirit in my house. So this is from Amanda Gillis. I think there's a spirit in my house that makes me and my baby sick all the time. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. It's giving earthy. And it's feeding off of the energy. Okay. The thing is, when you have a small child, especially a baby, what do all day? They cry. And so it's like perfect for any kind of entity that wants to feed off of that. And that's fucked up. But, you know, negative things don't care about morals. So, the best thing you can do, Amanda, is... Again, set the intentions that you don't want it there. Cleanse your space regularly. I would probably do it once a week for now, and then maybe you can move to bi-weekly. Use the copal and frankincense. Obviously, you want to do it in a well-ventilated area and somewhere where your baby's not breathing in the smoke. I believe I have a cleansing video on my channel. I did either last week or the week before. Check that out so you know, like, the directionality of how to do it and, like, exactly what to do. But there is information there that you can use for instructions. It's giving female earthbound spirit, and she's a bitch. She's giving the energy of, oh, you're crying? I'll give you something to cry about. Even though it's a baby, it can't help it. But that's the kind of attitude. She's a grumpy old bitch. So cleanse your space. Set the intention that you want her out. Yeah. And if you have more issues after that, just DM me on Instagram, Amanda. Alright. Let's see. Going through the comments. Angelina, dang, you look like a natural redhead. That's because I'm part Irish. And actually, I have a lot of family members that are redheads naturally. If I had naturally red hair, I probably wouldn't dye it as much because I'd be happy. I hate the hair color that I was naturally born with. It's like that ashy brown gray color. Like, I don't like it on myself. But I wish my hair was red. Let's see. I also have health probs like Kim, bad health issues which occurred after living in a haunted home. Yeah, the thing is, when you have health issues, negative things like to take advantage of that. Why? Because it's easier. It's like you have a crack in the armor, and that's like their way in to mess with you. And so that's why I always preach that healing traumas and healing your physical health is so important. So they can't get in. But I would listen, like, so the whole thing with the supplements and things, I would also take that advice there. And then again, anybody with, and this is going to apply to anybody in the chat here and anyone watching the video, anybody with paranormal issues in their space, you need to set up a cleansing routine for your space. You can't just do it like once a month or one time and then forget about it. You got to keep up with it. So if you're having haunting issues, do it once a week. And if you're noticing, it's getting better, cool. Then you can maybe try it once every 2 weeks. And then if you're noticing it's good, then stretch it to 3 weeks to once a month. But setting boundaries and a cleansing routine is very, very important. And if you're somebody with abilities, you're more likely to attract things as well because you're open, and that's like, oh, hey, I can fuck with this person more. They're going to feel it more than the average person. Or another thing is, if you watch a lot of paranormal content, and the fact that all y'all are here tells me you be watching the paranormal content, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just, you gotta just make sure you have your boundaries set in place. Because when you watch things on TV or whatever, listen to it on a podcast, a lot of y'all, your frequency kind of matches then, because you're so in tune, you're like so focused on the video that your vibration can start matching it, which creates a gateway or a line, a direct energy cord to you. And so if you ever have paranormal activity while you're watching something paranormal, that's why. That's why you got to set up your boundaries no matter what. Okay? Boundaries are key. Key. Let's see. So how long we've got? Okay, so we are at 8:35. So at 9 o'clock, I'm going to end it. So we still got time here. Still got a good amount of time. Yes, Perry, I have to have my potty breaks or problem. Let's see. Fluffy Meows. What would you say to someone who wants to start their paranormal journey and look into spirituality? Oh, that's a nice question. So, honestly, the key thing is research. Research. And, even though you're doing the research, I would just say take things with a grain of salt, because everyone's experiences are their own experiences. And if you think, like, for example, and I'm just going to use this as an example, let's say you were a Sylvia Brown fanatic, right? She was a medium. Let's say you take everything she says as factual and all her experiences as factual, so you expect things to be a certain way based off of what she said. Don't do that. Don't do that. I did that, and that was a huge mistake. That will hinder your growth, okay? I think it's important to keep a journal. Keep track of, if you think you have abilities, that's why it's important to keep a journal, keep a dream journal, and just, like, write out anything that has happened that was weird and that you can't explain or debunk. Keep track of it. If you feel any kind of psychic impressions, write it down. Because if you don't write it down, then you're going to question, oh, but didn't I say, or didn't I think that this was going to happen, but now I don't remember. You don't want to do that. Write that shit down so then you can go back and be like, oh my God, that is validation. That did happen. You need that. I needed that. And I feel like many people need that in terms of, like, learning their abilities and just spirituality in general. Let me see. Homer Simpson in the chat. What was another one? See, now I lost track of where I was. Well, either way, So another thing with the spiritual journey. Yeah, I mean, research is important. Noticing patterns. Again, this is where writing it down and taking notes is important. I mean, I only know what I know because of all the research I've done and based off of my own psychic experiences and paranormal experiences and astral experiences. I have a journal on my phone from like, I think I started at 2017, 2018. I don't remember. It's years long and it's taken up a lot of memory in my phone, but I go back in there periodically and see if I can find any patterns with certain things. And that's how I'm able to notice certain correlations between certain entities, like how I can tell the difference between earthbound spirits versus thought forms versus demonic entities in a case. So it's important to learn those things. Let's see. Make sure you're protected, because when you get into this field, because you're more open to the idea, you're going to have things try to get at you. It's not all the time, but you should have boundaries anyway, just so that doesn't happen. Crystals are your best friend. If I do a live without my crystals, I'm fucked. Like, energetically, I'm fucked. And this one, which is hematite, is perfect for those who are empaths, which, Veronique, you taught me that, so thank you. And it helps prevent putting out negative things onto other people, too. But hematite is very important. Your rose quartz, your crystal quartz, your smoky quartz, black obsidian, black tourmaline, they're all going to be your best friend. I know there's a lot to go there. Let's see, trying to keep up here. I think I had abilities when I was young, but not seen anything since, but I will do that. Thanks. You're welcome. I'm having a weird sensation in the center of my chest. This pain, usually I associate with anxiety, so that tells me someone in the chat here has really bad anxiety. Alright. So, Casey Van, you said one question. I just mean like one question at a time. So if you can ask multiple questions, but just do one at a time, if that makes sense. So you said one question. I did my birth chart last night, doing 8 to 9 markers, going through a major life-changing event. I'm wondering if my third eye is going to be opening. So, astrology is not my forte. That's a Luminary Luna Beams forte there. She is the queen of that stuff. So I don't know if I can answer your question to the best of my ability or best of what you're looking for. Just because I don't know charts very well. But do you know anything about your Saturn return? Have you gone through that? Because that is usually a good indication. Let's see. Tiffany, is it bad to repost my question? No, because I'm skipping around, so if I miss it, it's okay to repost your question. Just don't spam it. Like, don't post it like 80 times, But you can. And I already lost where I was. Homer Simpson said, nerds. I'm okay being a nerd. I like nerds. I'm a nerd type of person, man. So Casey Van, let's see if you answered that. I know everyone's starting to get off here soon. It comes back where sometimes if you stop cleansing. Correct. Proving audacity, you are correct. Alright, let's see. While they answer, let's see what else we got here. Jackie, I was told by GhostTube that I have a demon under my bed. Every time my 3 cats come in the room, they stare under the bed. Can you please let me know if there is one or if I'm going crazy. Alright, guys. Those apps are not 100% accurate. There's not a demon under your bed. You might have, I feel like you have an earthy, though. Also, the thing is, too, this is important for everybody as well. If you believe something to be true, even if it's not, it can become true based off of intention and the amount of energy you put in it. That's how thought forms are created. So if you fully believe that there's a demon there and, you know, it's giving you anxiety and all that stuff, be careful, because you can accidentally create one. But in your instance, there's not a demon under your bed, and I don't see anything specifically under your bed, but I will say I feel like there might be an earthbound spirit. Let me see if I can figure out the gender. Ooh, it's good. I'm getting chest pains again. Hoo-wee. It's giving male, and it's giving, like, his hair, don't laugh, y'all. It's giving me, like, the emo side swoop, but he's negative. And I feel like if you're having any kind of anxiety attacks, maybe the anxiety I'm feeling might be from you. The anxiety attacks, if you're having any anxiety attacks or chest pains or head pains, I feel like it's coming from the earthy. I also feel like this nausea, but it's not my nausea. Are you having any nausea issues too? And guys, don't ever always believe like the spirit talkers. They're not always accurate. I don't like Ghost Tube, honestly. I really don't. I honestly don't like the spirit talkers. I'd rather just talk to them myself without any third-party app or thing like that. And even if you use like the regular, do I have my spirit? I think I chucked it in this box capacity. So if you have one of these, right, and you get clear things through it, you also have to remember, spirits lie. They lie. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, so it really scares me. Sometimes it feels like someone is getting on the bottom of my bed, and sometimes it feels like someone is under there pushing up. I'm freaked. Yeah, that's weird. It's not a demon, for sure. Not a demon. But you gotta be careful, because I also feel some poltergeist, like, activity. And when I say that, it's kind of like the whole thought form thing, how if you put enough energy into a thought, it can become reality. Well, sometimes when you have certain abilities, you can create paranormal activity yourself. I have a video of myself triggering Mickey. That was like a few months ago. And that was my psychic energy making it go off. And I feel like the thing with under the bed, that's what's going on. Because that spirit app, box, whatever, gave that idea to you, it's kind of like triggered that in a way. But there is a male earthy in your house. And he's got that stupid emo side swoop thing going on. Even though he's like... Okay, I'll rephrase how I just said that, because it sounded really bitchy. I'm sorry. No offense to those with the side swoop that are emo and whatnot. But this thing looks like they're 30 or whatever with the stupid sides. I said it again. With the side swoop. But they're doing it to make themselves seem or present themselves as scary, okay? It's just the way they're trying to present themselves. So I don't have anything against those that have the emo side swoop, but it's just the way the entity is trying to present themselves as scary. They're trying to, yeah. I'm sorry. The way I explain things is not nice sometimes. But I don't mean any bad. I don't mean any harm. Let's see. Thought forms become manifest, so fluffy. So thought forms can be created by... there are many ways thought forms can be created. Again, I have a little video series on that on my channel, but they can be created like a tulpa, for example, is a type of thought form. Tulpas, there's intention behind what is being created. Native Americans, when they do their rituals and they want to protect their land or protect their tribe, they create something intentional with a certain purpose. That is a type of thought form that is a tulpa. Now you have the kind of thought form that is created through, residual energies being built over time, or like a certain thought or fear that just keeps being cycled, right? There's no really intent of what it's supposed to do or what it's supposed to be. So it's not a tulpa, but it is a type of thought form. Then you have the poltergeist thing, right? And a lot of people have so much psychic energy that they create their own paranormal activity, right? That is a type of thought form that is a poltergeist. But it, depending on how, it keeps building, if it does keep building, it can have its own consciousness, and sometimes it doesn't. There's so many things. Tulpa, egregores, servitors. Yeah, Leo 727. There's a lot of things. I've been hearing egregores, and that's not a term I ever really knew about until recently. All right, let's see. All right, so Leo 727. How can you meet a psychic medium from invading your privacy? Or do you mean, how do you prevent a psychic medium from invading your privacy? Hi, Melina Marie. Hi. So, psychic mediums, technically, there are boundaries that we cannot cross. So, it's different for public figures for certain things. But if you're a private person, there are certain things that we cannot just do. It goes against not only code, but spirit won't allow us. Now, of course, you have those who practice dark things, like dark magic and stuff. The only thing I could tell you is make sure that you have your own boundaries set in place. Oh, I got that weird feeling in my throat. It's from the candle. But make sure you have your own boundaries set in place. Doing your cleansings and stuff, same stuff applies. But typically, your standard medium, like the good ones, aren't going to do it. And they can't, because spirit won't allow them. So, Leo, my ex-husband invades my privacy all the time. Oh, and because that person has, like, an energetic bond with you, it's easier. So, yeah. There are certain boundaries you're going to have to set in place here. Whomever you pray to, whomever you, like, your spirit guides, whether it's Jesus or archangels or Shiva, whomever, like, your benevolent beings that you go to, you probably do this already, but make it known that you do not give him permission to do that. I'm also seeing certain, like, sigils, but I'm not too familiar with sigils. But I feel like I would do some research on that, because I don't have too much experience with that. I typically just, if there's something I need or want, I will light a candle. Usually it's a white one. And I'll set the intention. I'll put it on a piece of paper. I'll put it underneath it, if it's fire safe, of course. And I'll do that. Try that. Maybe that'll help make those intentions more strong. And yeah, cord cutting, you can do Reiki for that, or energy clearing for that. Oh my god, could you locate a tracking device on my car? I would find a way to get you money for that. I am so annoyed. Interesting that you say that. Do you know for a fact that there's one on there? And are you sure it's not your phone? Ogre girl? I'm seeing okay, so I'm seeing a vehicle. I don't know if this could just be suggestive or not. But you could look, is if you are looking at the back of your car, it would be your back right wheel, and it's kind of like, if there is one there, look at your back right wheel more towards the inside, but not on the wheel, but like underneath, close. If there's like a little, I don't know car parts. I don't know how to explain it. Like if there's like a little spot that could be, maybe look there. But I'm not saying that there is one. I'm just saying that I'm just seeing that as an image, and it could just be suggestive based off of what you said, but look there. But I feel like if anyone's going to track you, it's more likely that they'll do it through your phone. Unless, you've gotten a new phone recently and, that can't be possible, but... Alright, let me go back. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Proving audacity. I stopped using the spirit box. It's so addictive, though, especially when you ask something and you get a result. That only or they would know. Spirit boxes, guys, don't do it in your house. Because you're going to attract things. It's kind of like... think of it this way. A spirit box is almost like a medium, except it's not a person, it's a device, right? When you have a medium, you have spirits around the person trying to convey messages to a certain person, right? Same thing happens with the spirit box. You're going to get anything and everything that's around that vicinity wanting to connect. And so you're going to get a bunch of things. And so if you do it in your house, then you're opening up your house for spirits and hauntings and things to go on, and you do not want that. But I personally, for investigations, definitely needed. I think it's good for investigations. But if you're just dicking around in your house, don't do it. Jackie, I appreciate you. Well, thank you. Proving audacity. Smudge your phone and cleanse, and don't use a spirit box in your living space. Correcto mundo. Guys, listen, and I'm just as bad. I forget to cleanse my phone. But you can cleanse your phone with smoke. I would use a Palo Santo stick smoke and just cleanse. And you can do this with your tarot cards too if you have those. But cleanse your items with this Palo Santo smoke. And get like one of those alcohol wipes and cleanse your phone from germs, because that shit's dirty, okay? I'm just as guilty. I forget. I used to do it every day at work because of my work, but now that I'm not out as much, I tend to forget. So don't forget to do it, regardless. Let's see. We got 4 minutes left here, y'all. I'll see if I can do some quick ones. Is it not possible to sever that bond? It is possible to sever the bond. You can sever any bond. You can sever any bond. Though I would use a Reiki healer or an energy healer for that. Let's see. You can get little devices for searching for devices. Proving audacity is absolutely correct. You can. There are devices that'll help you locate that stuff. Buy the muffler clamps. Is that what that is? Like I said, I'm dumb when it comes to cars. One through phone, but a friend. The car, though, is the ex who got a protective order against me for stalking. Told cops I'm a dealer. Oh, that's not good. And no, I'm not a dealer. I didn't expect... No, I already know. You're not a dealer. Let's see. Cookie. I burn sage while I do it in my house and say, do not attach to me or my equipment. Yeah, but think about it this way, Cookie. It's very counterintuitive. First of all, if you just use sage, like I said before, you're just putting a void in the energy to where anything can fill up that void. And just because you burn the sage and then you do it, you're still giving them permission to linger around. So it cancels out. So, yeah, you're still giving them permission to communicate, and you don't want to do that. Just because you sage and, like, do not attach to me. It's like, yeah, but you're still doing those sessions. So maybe they won't attach to you, but they'll stay in your space. And always use Palo Santo with the sage. If you're going to burn sage, don't just do sage by itself. Okay. Got another, let's see. Ems, do I need to repost again because you jumped it? Yeah, I keep jumping it because I think I just answered it, though. Is it possible to sever the bond? I did answer that. Oh, reminder. I heard music. You said I'm picking up imprints. Then I was wondering if I'm developing any... Okay, any abilities. It's possible. Depending on the imprint, if it's very strong, even if you don't have specific abilities, people can hear it. But, you know, if you have a tendency just to hear music in general, or voices, it's possible that you are clairaudient. I would test it out. Get your journal going, girl. Get your journal going and test it out. You won't know until you test it. I am getting hungry. All right, one more question. Thank you very much for letting me know. I feel better knowing what's there. You were awesome. Thank you. Proving audacity, ask for messages from the highest sources, those for your greater good, if you need to use one. Exactly. Yehude, welcome. I heard a spirit box is like using a Ouija board. So it's not exactly the same. Okay, it's not exactly the same. It's more of like it's like a medium but a device. It's like if a medium was a device, that's what it would be. So it's not the same. But you still can have issues using it. Let's see. So, Tiffany, I'm trying to figure out about this certain spirit that is around me. He's fatherly, and I'd like to know what you pick up. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely the last question because my head is hurting now. I don't even remember all of that I've said. Honestly, it's like, I feel like a goldfish, and my memory is like 5 seconds. La 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 la. Feeling weird. You're gonna have to remind me, Tiffany. How do you know? Did I say it? I don't even remember. How do you know it's a father figure? Did I say that? Trying to see what is there. Channeling my goldfish brain. You've been amazing tonight. Well done. Thank you. I just want to get this last one done. Fish. I'm hungry. I want some salmon. Fatherly figure. I'm seeing the plaid. He's giving almost grandfather vibes. I don't know. When I see plaid in like the that soft material and like the pants, and I'm seeing like suspenders. Is that something? Suspenders. Plaid, like a kilt? Plaid, it's like the... Yeah, like the kilts have the plaid. I don't have anything on to like Scottish. Oh no, like plaid, like it's a common thing that old people wear, but not even that. Can someone help me describe plaid, please? Are you from the UK? Because I think you call it something different. Okay. It's like the lines that crisscross. But, and like that soft material suspenders. I think they call it tartan. Oh, okay. Thank you, Perry. Tartan, yeah. The flannel shirts. Yes! That's what I was trying to get to, Christina. I couldn't think of the word. Lumberjacks wear plaid. Yeah. But I'm not seeing it like red. I'm seeing it like dark greens, blue, and like light brown suspenders. He's got like brown pants, almost leather shoes. His hair's kind of like a gray-brown color. And it looks like he combs it a certain way, so it doesn't look like he's got hair loss going on. Does that remind you of anybody? Tiffany, was that? Yeah. That's him. Okay. Well, there's your answer. I don't even remember. Okay. So there's your answer. Yay, we did it. Thank you guys for helping me figure out what words are called. Alright. Whew. Man, that was a lot. Got a little headache going. It's nice to end on a good note, you know? So so yeah, I'm going to call it a day. We were at this for 2 hours, and I feel like I think it was overwhelming. Yeah. I think, you know, my goal of being able to do these readings faster, I think I accomplished that, because if you followed me before I hit like my subscriber jump, it took me 30 minutes to go through one person, and now I'm just going. So guys, thank you so much for helping me do this and helping me practice and validating and, you know, chatting with me. I appreciate all of you so much. Thanks, Em. Have a great night, y'all. Thank you, Emily, and thank you for being here, everyone. Take care. Have a great night, for reals. I'm learning. One day I'll be able to do, like, future shit. But right now, you know, I gotta work on other things first. But yeah, see y'all. I want to get another video out this week, but I don't think I'll be able to. But I also might do another live stream, but it'll be like automatic drawing. I was gonna do it today, but then I was like, meh. So maybe later tonight. I'm not sure if I am awake, or tomorrow maybe I'll do another live stream. We'll see. Can't make any promises. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking around and chatting with me. And I'll see y'all soon. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the Patreon. I try to, you know, put extra things in there, especially all the notes I take for these cases. But anyway, peace out. You guys are awesome. And see y'all soon.